So, welcome to another live stream, and I just see that the thumbnail and the title is totally wrong. So, sorry about that. YouTube just introduced a new live streaming interface, I would say, right? And it's not like very, I would say, user-friendly so far. I need to, get used to that. It seems that, yeah, it's not that 7 years. So I don't know if this is right now. However, okay, I will change the live stream later on. So, yeah, welcome to the stream. Let me know, as always, where you are watching from. Sorry for these confusions. And, however, we are looking at a very, very interesting time because it's basically flat, waiting for new impulses, and this new impulses that coming to the market will decide if we are going further up or further down. And therefore, let's have a look into today's agenda. We are welcoming some new members that joined. We will look into some breaking news as of this morning. Then we will have a look into stocks, or the stock market in general that needs new impulses. And then obviously we will talk about space and others. Okay, very, very important. What happened yesterday to space, super interesting. 25% of a jump for one of our favorite stocks here that we are really loving on this channel. So let me know in the comments again where you are watching from, because we have people here from Israel, we have people here from South Africa, Netherlands, Poland, Hong Kong, Antwerp, Louisiana, Germany, and actually we have a couple of members as well. So Robert, Howard is there, Kevin Poo, Robert, Jack is also here. So welcome to this episode. So if you are aware, LVMH is one of the biggest luxury companies and groups out there. It's very, very high in terms of, or it went very, very high in terms of stock price. Very, very well managed company. And just before the whole health crisis, we actually saw that they wanted to buy Tiffany, which was a fantastic deal because Tiffany was, let's say, was not that good in shape, and it was a great addition into the whole luxury portfolio for LVMH. But then they somehow decided that it would be not a good addition into the LVMH portfolio. So what happened actually was that they decided to not go further on. So I'm super excited how we move forward from here. Definitely now it's going to Tiffany's use LVMH, and LVMH files a countersuit. So it's not that nice of an ending for both companies, but let's see how this will play out. Definitely it was an interesting deal because and we talked about it a couple of months before when it happened. It was first an offer that was given by LVMH for Tiffany, And I think the price of Tiffany was too low, and therefore, it was just clear that LVMH is lowballing here this offer, and they will make another offer, and then they make another offer, and then they agreed. So it was a quite interesting trade that you can do there. Therefore, I'm excited if this will happen, right? I mean, maybe LVMH and Tiffany could agree on a new price, due to this health crisis. I'm staying tuned, and I will let you know what will happen there. Then we are seeing Elon Musk saying that he will likely take Starlink satellite internet service public. This is nothing new. Also, that it will happen in several years is not new, but now we know what he thinks about it. He just tweeted about it. We will probably IPO Starlink, but only several years in the future when revenue growth is smooth and predictable. Obviously, it's a very brand new project where they shoot satellites into the space and provide high-speed internet. So very, very interesting, because this could help, very remote areas to have internet. And in addition to that, there was obviously a new electric luxury cars that take the stage on China's auto show. So there's an auto show in China. Also, Tesla has a stand there, and we are currently, looking into this from a consumer perspective. I think it's very interesting, because you see more and more of this car shows coming up with electric cars, which mean the industry is moving forward faster and faster. Every car company now want to have electric models as soon as possible on the streets, while we seeing like Volkswagen had a lot of problems with the software of the ID.3, or new car companies just come out with new prototypes and so on. So you never know, will this be someone real, or is it just a prototype and a dead brand in a couple of years, right? We have seen some cars and brands are dying before they even started, right? We don't know what happened with Nikola or will happen with Nikola. Faraday, for example, a company, a startup that raised billions of dollars, now fighting to survive somehow. So other than that, we further move into the electric car industry. Elon Musk also tweeted a little bit more about the 4680 cells, which is the new cell that they presented at Battery Day, and people said, well, that's very, very many months away. What will happen with this cells is maybe not feasible, but Elon Musk just said that they already tested the cells in many prototypes for months. Okay, so this is obviously a very, very good one, because this shows us that we are basically looking into something that is, not only, fugazi, but it's something that is definitely happening. Okay, it's happening in the overall scenario. So it's something that is good to hear, and most probably they are talking about, when they saying prototypes, the new plate model, right? As we know, they showed us a small clip, a small teaser, what can the plate model do on the racetrack, which was quite interesting, but no other news yet. Okay, then we have a big IPO, guys, a big IPO on Wednesday. So tomorrow you can invest in Palantir. What I like about this company, very, very futuristic product where they analyze big data for governments, for companies. And, you can imagine that, those governments have huge amount of data, okay? Because the government knows so much about you, right? I mean, all your social things, maybe your financial statuses, and so on and so forth. So what about several districts of cities? What about, cities in general or states? What's happening there? And Palantir is helping those governments to, create decisions on those big data and make it, more available and structured, because they said, when the government has so much data but is so poor with those software solutions that they have, or if they have them at all, right? I mean, some states or governments have very, very old machinery, or maybe just paper, lots of paper to document their citizens. And I think it's a fantastic, interesting product. The valuation seems a little bit high, about $22 billion on a revenue of about, 700 or 800 or maybe $1 billion. So you have a quite high valuation in terms of PS ratio. However, it's a very good team behind this company. Like, for example, Peter Thiel, which I think, you should definitely think about it. To read his book 0 to 1, which is an absolute banger of a book. Other than that, I think that you should really also put it maybe on the watch list. I don't know if it's a 10x opportunity, but it could definitely become a 200 or 300 billion-dollar company. I think, with this team, with this product, it could be possible. I'm still on the sidelines. I will see how the market will swallow this valuation, because it seems to be pretty high, or pretty, price for perfection. And I need to make more research, obviously, as well. So I'm super excited to see how Wednesday goes for Palantir. So this from the IPO front. And next one is, obviously, we will see tonight or later on the Trump versus Biden. The first TV debate, right? Or debate. It will be obviously also streamed in the whole internet and so on, or on different channels. So this will be quite interesting, and this could change a lot for sure in terms of how people can perceive their candidates. Now, on one thing, without going into political, because political is not my strength, but two things here, okay? First, people's thinking, because of the election, the stock market will go down, and especially if Joe Biden wins, that it will go down. Usually, statistically, with a new president, or with after the election, usually the stock market goes higher, first of all. Second of all, if you are super afraid of Joe Biden and the Democrats, think about it that also during Obama time, the stock market went up. Okay, so this is another scary thought that I can take you away. And third, if you're a Trump fan, there is a very good opportunity here for Trump to win, because the usual statistic shows that it's very likely that people are just, don't make themselves the stress and look into all the news things. They just say, you know what? I want to just, I have still my house. I still have my job. I'm doing well. Why not just, extend Trump for another 4 years? Okay. And then he can go. I'm totally secure, and not, for all new surprises. As you know, a new president has to adjust himself with his new team, with his ideas, bring to the table what he promised his sponsors, and so on. So these three things you should know, considering going into this debate, and what stocks can move after that. So not a huge risk, I think, for the stock market to go heavily down on the election, however it comes out of it. Okay, so this is something that you should know. Then we are having a second channel. I don't know if you know already, but we are having a second channel, Wolf of Dubai 2. I'm back in Dubai in a couple of days, where I will start to make more content. and different shows and old shows will move, or old shows, very famous shows that many of you guys are interested and missing, like for example the Beyond Meat Mondays will come on Wolf of Dubai 2. So check it out and subscribe. You just go on my main channel, and then on the right side there is, under the category second channel to subscribe. Just subscribe there and you will be up to date and don't miss any content. And obviously also follow me on Instagram, Wolf of Dubai Danny, where I'm also sharing, lots of things about the stock market in stories. You can see me a little bit behind the scenes sometimes. Sometimes I'm, just putting out something what's currently going on my mind. And obviously, you have seen that we have a membership. So join also our membership. It's a fantastic community. You can get access with the second tier to our Discord channel, or you can have even one-on-one with me if you choose to go Ultimate Wolf. Okay, this is also interesting for those who just want a little bit more and want to improve their investment skills. Now let's have a look into the market. S&P 500 flat, Dow Jones flat, Nasdaq almost flat too. So as you can see, the stocks are taking a little bit of a recovery, waiting for new impulses. There's nothing, as you can see, not big news out there that could move the market in either direction. But there is some couple of stocks that absolutely burned down the house yesterday, and this was, for example, Virgin Galactic. Okay, one of our favorite stocks, and I say it always the same. But if you know me, that if you like a stock, you never know. You just cannot predict when a stock go absolutely nuts, and this was yesterday a day, right? I mean, who thought that just an analyst comes out and say this stock will double, and the stock goes up 25%, and today it continues, right? I mean, today we are already 4% almost up in the pre-market. So as you can see, it continues, and this is obviously fantastic for all those people that invested with me into space. I'm super pumped that this happened, because this shows us that there's huge potential into the stock. Just a little news, and we are just in baby steps with Virgin Galactic. Okay, this is just a very, very small piece of the story where we will go. And imagine how the stock will react when we are shooting the first people into space, including Richard Branson in the first quarter of 2021. So you can forerun many people right now if you invest into Virgin Galactic. Otherwise, if you say, I'm waiting for the, I'm just reading the live stream on the other side, which we will dive in now. But what I think is very important with space, that this is such a company that will not thrive through amazing, mind-blowing revenue in the first couple of months and years. This must be really, really understandable, but they will have so much promotion for their stock, for their business, right? That people will say, wow, this is freaking amazing. I want to be part of that, and I will invest into Virgin Galactic. Something very similar that happened to Tesla, because everybody, saw what happened to Tesla. Tesla was all over the news, so people invest into this. Is obviously good to really, burn down the short sellers, and short sellers are very active on Virgin Galactic as well, which means that we will have a big short squeeze if the stock goes further very much up. So this is important to understand. Let's have a look into the comments. So there's people, let's just search Nicola till it goes bankrupt. Yeah, maybe this will happen. Then there is Woutermast, who is asking if I have a world record. Yeah, I have indeed an official Guinness World Record that I earned with a company that I worked with before in Dubai. So this is a check from my bucket list. Get a world record. Now next comes the $100,000 subscriber plaque that I should receive. In hopefully no time if you are still subscribing and have the interest to watch the videos. Then we have people from South Korea, Palestine, Valencia, Las Vegas, Germany. So very, very much. Oh, and I see just Arthur Olsen. Why do you have 2 live streams up? We are many people waiting in the other one. So yeah, unfortunately, YouTube just changed a little bit the interface for the live stream, and I think I didn't made it correctly, so therefore you see maybe 2 live streams up. So sorry for that. Tomorrow will be better, and today comes another vlog, obviously a daily vlog about space, so stay tuned. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you have a very successful and healthy day, and stay safe.